Hello, this is Daniel Tech Guy, and in this video, we're gonna do some simple ETL process using SSMS and Talent. So, this is the step we're gonna do. One is we import or restore the database, and then we creating new database as a warehouse, data warehouse, and then we are conducting ETL in Talent. And the last one is we are creating store procedure in SSMS. So, let's start, guys. We open our SQL Server Management Studio. We wait for a minute to load. Then we log in using our account. There you go. I have the empty database here. The first thing first, we're gonna restore the database from the backup file. So we right click on the database and then we restore database. We choose the device and click this one, add. Now I have the back, so I have this backup file named staging. We choose this one, click OK, and we click OK. Another OK, and it's done. We already have the staging database here. You can see the table, and then we going to the next step is we're going to make a data warehouse name DWH underscore project. Okay, click on the database and then we click the new query. I have a query that I write before, this one. Okay, this query I will upload it in my GitHub public repository, so don't worry. If you can follow the step there. Okay, the first one is we create the database here. We execute the query, and then the query is completely successfully run. We refresh this one, and there you go. You have the DWH database project, but the table is still empty. So we're gonna connect the database first. Use this query. Use space DWH underscore project. We execute, and then we create the table. All the table. We have 4 table. Okay, we execute it. Command completely successfully, and now we already have the 4 table here. Okay. Now the second step is done. We're already creating the dimension and fact table. We already defining primary and foreign key in SSMS, and then the next step is we are conducting ETL in Talent. So before we open our Talent, we open this one first, the management console for SQL. We're gonna make sure that the protocol here, the TCP/IP address is enabled, and then we open the properties, IP address, scroll it to the very bottom, and we're gonna make sure the TCP port is 1433. We're gonna use it for connecting with the Talent. Okay, after you enable or you change the TCP port, you go to Server Service and SQL Server, right click and restart. You done it if it's needed. I actually don't need it. I just show what have to be done. Okay, now we're done. We open the Talent. Okay, wait for a moment. Now you can create a new project. I have a existing project here, the DWH project. We're gonna choose this to finish. Wait for a moment, and we have open project. This one project is still empty, so we're gonna make a new job design. We have 4 tables, so we create 4 job. The first one, say dim customer table, and finish. And yes, we have one. I'm gonna pause the video for a moment so to make 3 other table. Okay, now we already have 4 job design here. We go to the metadata, and then we right click on the database connection, create connection, and we fill this one. Okay, so the first connection one, I'm gonna name it staging. Next, and then we choose Microsoft SQL Server. The database version is open source. Login, this is your account back in the SSMS, the password. Server is localhost because all the database is on my laptop. The port we just said before is 1433, and then the database is, we choose the database name. I'm gonna name it staging also. The schema, just let it empty, additional parameter, and then we click test connection. The connection is successfully, and then we click finish. Then we right click on the database connection. We right click on the staging, we retrieve the schema. Click next, expand this one, and then we go to the DBO. These are the table we have in the schema and the staging database. We click all, and then next. Okay, you just check the table name, and we click finish. Okay, that's for the input database connection. Now we create another one for the output. This one is DWH project. Okay, the database type still Microsoft SQL Server, open source. Server is localhost. Okay, we test the connection. Okay, setting. Okay, I fill my password wrong, so this is the connection is success, and we click finish. We're gonna retrieve the schema also. Next, expand this tree, block the DBO. Next, and there you go, and we click finish. Now we're gonna do some transformation for data for the customer table. We click on the job here, and then we drag and drop the input. Okay, choose input Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, and then we choose tjoin. Oh, sorry, tmap from the processing palette, and we drag and drop the output one, the DWH project. Choose the output Microsoft SQL Server and click OK. Now we click on the input database, drag and drop the yellow arrow here to tmap. Do the same thing from tmap to the output. You can fill it as you wish. We say it's customer database or output 01. Okay, now click on the input, click the component tab, and we fill this field here. Okay, change the schema into repository. Yes. And then look here, choose the table. This is the customer table. So we choose the customer table. Okay. Yes, and then we edit schema, view schema. So this is the column name in the table. We check it. If it's okay, we click OK, and then the table name is right. Okay, and then we type the query here. Select all from the table. And then we click on the tmap. This is the map editor. We want to block all of the column name here and then drag it to the output. Now we're gonna combine the first name and last name to become only the full customer name here. So I'm gonna erase one of the column. Okay. And we're gonna modify the column name here, so it will be the same as the column name in the DWH project schema in the dimension customer column. So I'm gonna pause a little bit, so I need to change the column name first. Okay, now we already changed the column name here, so we're gonna do the transformation. We click the column we want to modify here, Now we're gonna combine the first name and the last name, so we choose the string handling category, and I'm gonna upcast the name so it will become all capital. First name, we're gonna separate it with a space. We also can test the result here. Maybe we say John, last name Smith. Yes, it's done. Okay, we click OK, click apply, and OK. Okay, now we click on the output. On the component tab, we fill the table name here, dimension customer. Okay, it's okay. We try to run the ETL. Okay, there's some error. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a little bit. I found the error here. There's a typo. Okay, we run again. Now it's done. It show like this. It's done. Then we're gonna do the same thing with other table. Now for the table, we don't need the transformation. We click the job here, and then we drag and drop the input and the output. Click on the input, drag and drop the yellow arrow here. Okay, click on the input under the component tab. Okay, the schema is repository. Pick this one, and we choose the right table. For the input will be the product. Yes. Click edit schema, change to built-in property, and we change the name on the DB column as the name at the DWH project database. This one is product ID, product name, product category, and product unit price. Click OK. The schema will be changed to built-in, and then we type here select all from the table name product. Now we click the output one under the component. We fill the table name. That will be dim. So dim product, and then we click synchronize column. There, you can check it on the edit schema. It's the same, it's correct. So we click OK, and we click on the run tab. We run the ETL. Now it's done and it's complete, and I'm gonna pause the video for a moment to do the same thing with the other two tables. We don't need the transformation. Okay, now as you can see, we already run all the ETL process, and we're done with the talent. So the last one, we're gonna creating store procedure in SSMS. Okay, we're gonna back to our SSMS here, and I already make a query creating procedure named summary order status with the status ID as the filter. But first we're gonna check the table at the DWH project first. Okay, so I select all from, well, let's say the dim customer. We execute. Now the table is all filled. Okay, we are now creating the procedure. Block the query. Don't worry guys, I already upload all the query with my GitHub public repository, and I will paste the link at the description of the video. We execute. Commands complete successfully, and then if, for example, we want to check the procedure, we want to execute it, we run this query over here, we execute, and it's done. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope it's a helpful one, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.